It seems these conventions never learn. There has been a new incident where someone has taken the steps to actually ban a volunteer from a convention. Yeah, that's somebody actually helping out the convention, trying to get people around just because they like Comicsgate on Twitter. It's that insane of a world we're living in. And we will be covering this. I've actually been banned from conventions before and handled this, so I have a lot of experience myself. And so I will give my sort of take on what needs to be done, what can be done, and it'll be different than everybody else out there. So check it out. Stay to the end of the video. I appreciate you guys for being there. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator, and I've been with Comicsgate since day one back in the day. Which all started with a convention, messing with the YouTuber, your boy Zach, and I'll get into that at a later date because there's a lot of lore there. But I covered it at the time, just like I'll cover this one, because I always cover these incidents where things, are bad for just general people who are being oppressed over politics. And I'm also creating my own comics very regularly. So this is Flying Sparks Ultralight Beams. This will be the final volume in my Flying Sparks series. You will be able to get every volume of Flying Sparks on this campaign here. And I'm not launching it before Christmas or anything like that. Probably after the new year at this point. Time got away from us a little bit. But I would like you to go to Kickstarter, which this link is the first one in the description below. Hit this little green notify me on launch button, and that way you can sign up so when it does launch, you can be ready to check out this awesome storyline. If you love superheroes like the Bat family, the Superman family, things like that, you're absolutely going to enjoy Flying Sparks. I tried to basically replace DC and bring it back to like when superheroes were great again. So check it out. Thank you guys for being there. Okay, the story of the day. Thank you, Ethan Van Sciver, for reporting on this on Twitter. But as you can see, there's an announcement from a Comic-Con. This is the Big Country Comics Expo 2022. And they say in this announcement, it has been brought to our attention that one of the volunteers at Big County Comics Expo 2022 is associated. Ooh, didn't do anything. Just like somebody's tweets, maybe. I don't know. With a movement that does not align with our values in the comics community. Honestly, like, if somebody likes comics and isn't being violent and isn't bothering anybody, why would you do this? This is insanity. Insanity. But they're basically saying that conservatives are not welcome at their convention, because we know what this is about at the end of the day. It's about politics, not comics. It's not about commerce and having a fun time. It's all about making sure people vote the right way and trying to punish people if they don't. That's what it comes down to with these people. They're so sick in the head. This is what they do. Big Country Comics and Allied Legends, Inc. values inclusivity. Yeah, they always say this when they're excluding somebody. Have you ever noticed that? That's the big thing I love, is they always say, we value inclusivity, and they're excluding somebody every time they do this. It's always bullshit. Diversity, yeah, except for diversity where it counts, right? We don't know the identity of this person, but I don't know. And community, oh, so nice, yeah. Think what we think, or else. Creepy. We encourage everyone to celebrate their differences and beliefs, unless you have ones we don't approve of. All people should have strong representation within the art community and feel welcomed and supported, except for you. This individual's association with a group known to be against our core values came as a shock to our team. So as you can see, they're lying at every step. They claim their values are inclusivity. They're excluding somebody. They claim it's diversity, but they're excluding somebody because they think differently than them and are associated with a group different than them. It's really, really insane. Look, it's not that hard. I can hang out with anybody. If you ever watch my live streams, I've got liberals on there. I've got people of different races, whatever. We have a lot of fun, and we can have fun together. It's not that hard. Now, I will call them, if they're blaspheming against the Lord Jesus Christ or something like that, and I'll call them out for that. But that's about it. And you know what? I can still remain friends with somebody even after that, because I'm a nice guy with on-time books. To anyone who was bothered by this association, we provide our sincere apologies. Now, look at how they're being passive-aggressive in this, not naming the person, not saying what's going on. They're pussyfooting around things. The person didn't actually do anything, and the only people bothered is some weird blue-haired volunteer within their group who's sitting there, like, harassing this person, stalking their tweets, because that's the only way you know anything about this. Comicsgate's an online movement, and that's it. It's very bizarre. It's creepy. Like, why would you go? Whatever.
We continue to see this volunteer and comic creator publicly voice his dissatisfaction on social media against one of our top supporters. Not only to the Big County Country Comic Expo, but also a very respected member to the entire comics community. For this, we ask you to stop.
What does that even mean? So, they voice they don't like Marvel, DC, or whatever comic books. You're allowed to not like a certain comic book. I mean, the comic industry and comic fandom has been built on bitching about comic books for decades. It's ridiculous at this juncture. And also, gosh, I remember the 90s, man, but I'll leave it at that. These people are so ridiculous. They're such weak, soft weirdos, and that's all it comes down to. And they're trying to make it so that comics are not a place you can bring your families. You can't bring kids to it because they want to cater to like the weird, creepy transgender pedophile shows that are out there with their drag burlesque or whatever the crap it is, rather than actual kids who want to grow up and read some fun art and stuff like that. It's sick. It's sick.
This association was not brought to our attention until after the show had finished. We will be implementing further protocols for future events to ensure this does not happen again.
Yeah, I guess they'll make sure everybody's wearing armbands. They'll make sure that the Comicsgate people are wearing like some necklaces that have a logo on it, so that you can identify them and exclude them. Yeah, we know what this is about. We know what happens if you don't support the party.
If any of our guests, vendors, artists, or customers ever feel unwelcome or have a concern, they should be brought to our attention. We encourage you to discuss the matter directly with any member of our director team.
Here we go. I guess the person in question probably feels unwelcome at this point. Are they going to help that person and exclude the person who's making this statement? That's what they should do if they were really actually holding up to their values with this garbage. But they're not. It's all about politics. It's all about them hating conservatives and Christians and wanting to keep families, keep children from a hobby that is a children's hobby in order to appeal to weirdos. That's all it comes down to at the end of the day. Ethan Van Sciver made a statement on this. He says, "This is astonishing, but a good reminder. The comic book industry is very, very sick. It really is. When this convention discovered that one of their own volunteers was aligned with Comicsgate, they felt the need to release a statement unpersoning him viciously. These people have no morals. They really don't. Everything that they claim they stand for, they are actually doing the opposite in this missive. Everything that they claim they agree with for their morals are actually the opposite. It's really sad that people can't just like what they like and not like what they don't like, especially at a convention where there's thousands of people. It's like, you know what? It's like, unless you got a megaphone out there bothering somebody, I mean, it's not like this guy's going to do anything. He's just volunteering to help the convention and make things better for them. It's really, really sad. So I hope these guys get woke, go broke. If the person in question knows anything about this, I mentioned my own experience. I dealt with Worldcon in 2018. They named me in their statement. But it's pretty easy to find out who somebody is in this, and this actually does impact somebody within this community. It's obvious at this point. They can't lie about it to a court when they're subpoenaed on this. So they libeled me a racist bully on their website, which was Worldcon in 2018, and banned me from their convention. So I hired an attorney. That's libel, and there's libelous statements in here against somebody about what their values and things like that. That cast them as a bad person, makes it difficult for them to conduct business in their area. That is definitely something that constitutes libel. My attorney sued them for libel, and actually it was bizarre. We dealt with the head of the convention, and we had him under deposition listening to his stuff. And my attorney asked him, "So, has John Delarose made any statements that you would consider to be racist to your knowledge?" He goes, "No." My attorney pulls me aside and we just laugh. Look, it was obvious I haven't done anything wrong. I am the most diverse and inclusive person on the entire planet, obviously. I am the least racist person on YouTube.com. And I won. They were forced to apologize publicly, and they were forced to pay me a sum because of that. So I am legally not racist, and it's nice to have that on my record because I could always tell everybody that. It feels good at the end of the day. So I hope the person in question here, who I do kind of know who it is, but I'm not gonna do that to somebody on YouTube, gets their justice. I hope that conventions see that this does not pay to do this to people, does not pay to harass people out of their comic cons. And I honestly got to say that, like, I mean, if you love comics, don't go to this con. I mean, obviously, these people hate you. They hate your families. They hate your values. And that's who they are. And that's exactly what they're trying to do in this juncture. They are a hate group. Big Country Comic Expo is a hate group. Thank you. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure to go down to the link in the description below. Sign up for Flying Sparks so you don't miss it when we launch. Of course, I'll have more info when we get around to finding a date on that too. I appreciate you guys being there. Fight the good fight, and God bless you.